Bon, salut à tous. Alors, on se retrouve pour la suite en fait de Outer World, le jeu qu'on avait commencé la dernière fois. Et on doit aller récupérer. C'était, je sais plus trop quoi. Donc, on va voir.
I don't know
Ah oui, c'était
you.
un truc
Whatever you're
pour
looking
le
for,
vaisseau.
it ain't here. Move along.
Euh,
Answers, huh?
voilà.
You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Euh,
A Gia
ouais.
what? Look,
Au moins, on
granted,
saura où
I
est-ce qu'elle
hear
est.
you. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Ok.
Much obliged.
Donc, elle est là-dedans.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice.
Ah bah, elle est
Whatever
cool.
your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you?
Ok.
I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an
Infusé
old
dans un vieux
spittoon,
crachoir.
but
Oh.
it's been cleaned.
Ouais, mais quand même. C'est un crachoir, quoi.
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Ok.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I
La
found a
terre
way to
autour de la
smooth
vallée
it
est
out.
infertile.
The secret
D'accord.
recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make
On va y
amends.
aller cool.
Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip 'em out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the
Ok.
grid.
Donc je pense qu'on aura un choix.
You'd be liberating an entire
Soit l'envoyer à
town
la
from a
conserverie, soit
lifetime
l'envoyer
of service to
directement
the odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a
chez elle.
hero would do.
Ça va être chiant. Euh,
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to
ok,
us.
c'est la même
Shut
réponse que
down
tout à
Reed's
l'heure.
cannery and scrap it for parts. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Miss Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
Ok,
He
ça
was
joue sur le
tired all the
côté
time, sure,
sentimental.
but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Oh, that's
Bon allez, on est
nice.
parti.
He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Donc alors on va se mettre là-dedans, 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 là-dedans. Le journal, on s'en fout pour l'instant. C'est quoi ça? Ah, on va pas s'en approcher. Ok. C'était des mines. On verra à quoi ça sert plus tard. C'est là-bas qu'on doit aller. Hein. Allez. Ah, il y a un robot là-bas. Sentinelle automatique.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Unexpected.
Here we go.
Il y en a un qui vole. Le problème c'est qu'on n'a pas encore de bonnes armes. Mais reste pas au milieu. C'est quoi ça? Ok, c'était des trucs électriques.
We made it.
Ok. Est-ce qu'on a des meilleures armes? Non, toujours pas. Ah, par contre, ça va être embêtant.
Process.
Don't mess with us.
Ok. Ça les kill en une fois, par contre, ça va être cool. Ah. Ah oui. On va quand même se garder celui-là. Au cas où. Là, il y a encore une boîte. Oh, il y en a une là?
Ever.
Il aurait pu nous donner une arme. Hein. Bon. Ici, on a déjà tout fait. On rentre dans la centrale. Là. On est parti.
The control room should be off to the right.
Ah, c'est par l'intérieur.
I hope
D'accord.
we're doing the right thing.
Ah non, on peut. de terminal, ok. Un intéressant. Il y a rien à récupérer ici. L'épée c'était 73. Ouais, on a rien d'autre. Ouh, c'est quoi ce gun? Ah, ça envoie des lasers, mais c'est génial ça! Ah non, par contre... Ah si, il y a quand même du loot. Là c'est pour sortir, d'accord. Ah, il nous manque des pièces. On va essayer d'en trouver un peu plus tard. Il y a des choses par là, non? On a une clé de contournement. Ok. En fait, ce fut rapide. Euh... Ah, ok. Elle a déjà un petit souci. Alors...
Something you need? You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil,
Habillement des
scratches,
futurs.
and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf.
Alors je lui parle juste un peu avant de faire mon choix définitif.
I think there's something higher and greater than us. But I don't feel it when I'm in the mission.
Bon. Maintenant on fait quoi? Ah, je l'ai redirigé vers où? Je peux pas... Hein? Ah, c'est là-bas.
Switches. That'll be easy enough.
Ok. J'espère qu'on va trouver des choses intéressantes. Diffusée d'assaut, ça va. On va se l'équiper tout de suite d'ailleurs. Ah. Ah si, il est là. Voilà. Merci. Ouh. Il y a pas mal de petites choses intéressantes ici. Et ici c'est fermé pour l'instant. Ah. Y a rien là. Lui, on l'avait déjà fouillé, c'est vrai. Oh, je l'avais même pas vu. Dedans, il y a un ordi. Ah. On va aller voir l'ordi avant. Hangar de réparation. Ok. Rien d'intéressant. Ah. C'est quoi qu'il y a ici?
There's two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale? Where are we headed?
Je me rappelle même pas ce que j'ai fait, je vous avoue. Si, j'ai vu un truc qui descendait par là. Ah, c'est bien ça.
You're not real. You're not real.
Il y a du monde là?
No, no, no. Just leave me alone.
Ah bah il est là.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram. You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat
Mais parce
raw.
qu'on n'est pas un fantôme en fait.
See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2
Entre
weeks
2
and
semaines et
forever.
des années.
My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender,
Défenseur galactique.
Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail.
Ah,
If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
ok. Bon alors. Ah, déjà un marteau. C'est quoi ça? Il y avait un truc plus haut à faire. On va déjà commencer par ça.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Mince. Il se cache derrière la rambarde.
Hit it with something else.
Oh oh,
That's the last of them.
c'est bon. On va avoir un petit terminal ici. Ok, c'était juste pour fermer ça. Ah bien. On l'utilisera peut-être un plus tard. Génial. C'était là-haut, apparemment.
When to go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil? Where are we headed?
Ah, je crois que j'ai tout redirigé vers...
Coming! Nice one! Can't get past them. Everyone all right?
C'est bon, tout le monde est mort?
Security, but
Ah,
performing an area sweep now.
génial ça. Attends, pousse-toi. Des trucs à faire là.
That's the last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Ok. Ok. Voilà. Comme ça, eux, ils vont s'entretuer entre eux. Oh, il y a du loot ici, c'est cool. Bon, apparemment, on a tout balancé vers...
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at
Ah,
once.
ok, c'est maintenant qu'on va
Edgewater's fine.
choisir.
We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Donc maintenant, c'est ici qu'on choisit. Honnêtement, je peux pas laisser la ville sans courant.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending your power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they didn't care much for me.
Bon. Alors, déjà, on va regarder. Est-ce qu'on en a terminé avec ici? Ça, c'est le domicile du collectionneur. Et par là. Quitter. Ah oui, c'est vrai qu'on n'est pas passé par là, nous. Bon, il n'y a rien. Donc c'est par là. Il est vraiment pas mal ce gun, hein. Donc c'est par là-haut. Ok, une petite pub pour les space, je sais pas quoi là. Ah, elle nous y attend.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed
Ouais, bah oui.
that I can make his
Il partira jamais de là-bas, lui.
I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder,
Ok.
don't matter much.
Un peu dégueulasse, mais bon.
The human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater's cemetery's got corpses aplenty, enough for a generation's worth of crops. My son worked in that cannery.
Ah, ok.
When the plague started coming,
On
he
comprend
was
mieux
one of the
maintenant
first
pourquoi
to
il est
face it.
énervé contre le...
We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him.
Ah, carrément, il a refusé.
Deserved treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Merci. On va s'arrêter là. Ça va être un petit épisode. On continuera la prochaine fois. On ira voir puisque on a encore... Que je dise pas de bêtises. Voilà. Éliminer Reed. On a encore tout ça à faire. Donc on va clé déserteur et tout ça. Ça on le fera tout ça la prochaine fois. Donc ça sera un épisode un peu plus long. Mais là on va faire un petit épisode tranquillement.